Hello students, now this is my video number 4 and here Bohr's model for hydrogen spectrum. Okay, now before this video, in video number 3 already we had studied regarding hydrogen spectrum. Okay, now hydrogen spectrum, detailed study, how the spectrum is formed, what is the meaning of atomic spectra, what is the meaning of continuous spectrum, as well as what is the meaning of ground state, excited state, and how the spectrum is formed. This we had studied. Now, so after this, the study of hydrogen spectrum, scientists as well as Rutherford models, different models for explanation of structure of atom. Then the scientists Bohr studied or given the some important postulates for hydrogen spectrum, and that is known as Bohr's model for hydrogen spectrum. And this is given by the scientist Niels Bohr in 1930. Okay. Now, so main postulates of this Bohr's atomic model is the first one here. According to Bohr's atomic model, the first postulate here, that is the electron revolve in a circular path. Okay, and this electron revolve in a circular path, suppose, and this circular path is known as orbit. Okay, now suppose here we are using the word or we are studying this model for hydrogen. So in hydrogen we are considering there is presence of one proton. If one proton is there, one proton, it means one electron. Okay. So if hydrogen atom is there, so according to this first point, suppose this is the nucleus. In nucleus, if I am taking here any one of the isotope of hydrogen, presence of 1 p and number of neutron here I am considering it is hydrium, then it is 0, right? So if number 1 p and 0 n, suppose if it is hydrium, okay. So atomic, because atomic number of hydrogen here we are considering 1, so electron revolve in a definite path, and this circular path around the nucleus is known as orbit. Okay, fixed path is there and this is known as orbit, and this orbit is known as stationary orbit. Stationary orbit. Okay, it means now, or I can say this stationary orbit is also known as main energy level. Okay, this is the main energy level for an electron. Okay, so this circular path is orbit or stationary orbit. This is the first postulate of Bohr's model. Now second, energy of an electron in the orbit does not change with the time. Suppose now student here, if electron, okay, this is the first orbit in case of hydrogen. Now when electron revolve around this around the nucleus in a definite path. Now as we know very well, when any orbit, again this orbit fine line in a spectrum, already we had studied that fine lines or sub energy levels are there. Okay, so due to this, if electron change its position, okay, there are two possibilities. It means in initial state, suppose if I can say energy E1, okay, in final state energy E2, that we will study here in third point. Okay, so when electron change its position, this is the main orbit, main energy level, okay, from higher energy level to lower energy level. Okay, in that condition, here Suppose time, so what is the point here? Energy of an electron in the orbit does not change with the time. Suppose if electron changing its energy, okay, and if electron present in a fixed place, that time energy remains constant. Okay, energy of an electron, if suppose 1 minute here, 1 minute time is taken, 1 second time is taken, right? So that time energy of an electron, it remains constant. Okay, now when energy is changed, or when the energy of an electron is changed, this we can calculate this energy change here in our third point. Suppose here in our third point here, on the basis same, when electron here change its position from higher energy level to lower energy level. Okay, in that condition, higher energy level to lower energy level, as already we had studied, there is a definite quantity of energy emitted. Okay, loss of energy is there. So in that condition, so here we can say that state is known as excited state of an electron. Okay, so and that time frequency also, so that frequency relation is given here. In the same way, when electron goes from lower energy level to higher energy level, it means that time a definite quantity of energy is absorbed. Okay, and whatever the spectrum is obtained, that spectrum is known as absorption spectrum. So in our third point, so in that condition, when electron change its position from higher to lower or lower to higher energy level, that time frequency we can calculate in this way. This mu is equal to delta E upon H, where delta E is the net change in initial state and this energy in final state. H is the Planck constant, so delta E upon H. And this frequency, actually this E2 minus E1 upon H, this is known as Bohr's frequency. Okay, now fourth point here, electron, as we are saying, electron revolve around the nucleus. In that condition, student, there are two here, as in our quantum number already I taught you. Okay, and there was, we studied already one quantum number, that is the angular quantum number. Okay, एक quantum number होता है, that is our second one, angular momentum. This angular momentum of an electron around the nucleus, with the help of angular quantum number we can decide. So here, fourth postulate of Bohr's atomic model is the angular momentum of an electron around the nucleus is angular momentum is mvr. Angular momentum mvr of an electron around the nucleus is integral multiple of nh upon 2 pi. ये आपको याद रखना पड़ेगा. mvr, angular momentum of an electron around the nucleus, is integral multiple of nh upon 2 pi, where me is the mass of electron, v here already frequency we are calculating, r is the radius of orbit, n is the number of orbit, 1, 2, 3, h is the Planck constant, and this pi we can calculate it with the help value, definite value. Okay, so these are the main four postulates which is given by scientist Bohr for study of hydrogen spectrum. Within a minute I will repeat. First, electron revolve in a circular path. That circular path is known as a stationary orbit. Second, the energy of an electron in the orbit, it does not change with time. Okay, it means energy of an electron at a fixed position, the energy is fixed. Okay, then the third one, if electron change its position from higher energy level to lower or lower to higher by the loss of energy or gain of energy. At that time, frequency we can calculate with the help of this. Frequency is equal to delta E upon H is equal to E2 minus E1 upon H. This E1 is the energy of electron in ground state and E2 is the energy of electron in excited state. Excited, it means when goes from either higher energy level or lower energy level. Okay, so this one excited state is always a very reactive state, and even this ground state is the most stable state of an electron. So here student, E2 minus E1 upon H, this is known as Bohr's frequency. And the fourth postulate is the integral multiple here, angular momentum of an electron. Angular momentum is MVR of an electron is integral multiple of nh upon 2 pi, where m is the mass of electron, v is the frequency, r is the radius, n is the number of orbit, and h is the Planck constant. So these four are the main postulates for Bohr's atomic model for hydrogen spectrum. Okay, now here student, h upon 2 pi, that is this value, Planck constant value, this value is always fixed. Only number of orbit n is equal to 1, 2, 3, this is changed, and we can calculate mass of, either we can calculate mass of electron, radius also, or v value also we can calculate. Okay, now here after this four postulates, again what is the conclusion is taken. The conclusion for hydrogen atom, अब अगर ये four postulates को if we will apply on hydrogen atom or any मोनोएटॉमिक, मतलब जिसमें एक ही एटम हो, सच एलिमेंट, तो ये तो हम हाइड्रोजन ही होगा. ओके, मोनोएटॉमिक आयन और हाइड्रोजन एटम. ओके, इन दैट कंडीशन इफ वी आर अप्लाइंग ऑल दिस 4 पॉइंट, तो इसमें क्या क्या होगा. द फर्स्ट वन, द स्टेशनरी स्टेट फॉर इलेक्ट्रॉन आर नंबर्ड एज 1, 2, 3. स्टेशनरी स्टेट, इट मीन्स दैट इज द मोस्ट स्टेबल स्टेट ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रॉन, और उसको हम नंबरिंग कर देंगे 1, 2, 3, दैट इज द ग्राउंड स्टेट ऑफ एन इलेक्ट्रॉन. उसके बाद सेकेंड पॉइंट, द हियर the radii, here if we will see the radii of first orbit, if because in hydrogen or any monoatomic element, okay, अब यहाँ पे मैं बोलती हूँ कि this is the nucleus, so radii I can consider here from here. So radii of first orbit, any कोई भी first orbit हो, monoatomic atom, so the radii of first orbit Rn, n is the number of orbit, so we can calculate with the help of this n square into a0, where radius of first orbit for Bohr's orbit, इसको क्या बोला गया है, first orbit is considered as Bohr's orbit, and this calculated value for hydrogen atom, it is, ये सिर्फ आपको याद रखना है, that is for your MCQ type of a question, and this value you required only in your competitive exams. Okay, or in suppose in reference of Gujarat in our Gujarat board, only MCQ is asked what is the value for Bohr's orbit or radius of first Bohr's orbit. Then our answer is A0 is equal to 52.9 picometer, small pm, picometer. Then the third conclusion on the basis of this energy of an electron. Okay, this En is equal to minus RH, ये मैंने आपको हाइड्रोजन स्पेक्ट्रम में हमने पढ़ा था कि 1/n2 square minus 1/n1 square. From there only we got. So energy of an electron, this we are studying for hydrogen atom. Okay, so energy of an electron En is equal to minus RH upon 1/n1 n square, where n is the number of orbit. Again, and here RH is the Rydberg constant. Okay, so after putting the value here, so Rydberg constant value for hydrogen atom, ये जो भी value मैं यहाँ लिख रही हूँ, these values, or I am explaining you these values, Rydberg constant, these values for hydrogen spectrum, and when first orbit n की value अगर 1 है, in that condition 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 जूल. ओके, ये भी आपको वैल्यू याद रखना है, बिकॉज इन अवर न्यूमेरिकल कैलकुलेशन वैल्यू इज important. Now fourth point, with the help of this postulates, one more, it means only if one electron is there or one electron atoms are there, on that only we can apply this model and or these values, and we can calculate even the frequency also, even we can calculate the position of an electron also. Okay, so in hydrogen there is only one p, it means one e. Okay, so here for one electron atom this we can apply, and we can calculate the frequency, angular momentum also, we can calculate the RH value also, as well as velocity. Velocity, it means for from which velocity, higher, lower, that also we can calculate. ये आपको दिख रहा है यहाँ पर v, velocity of an electron around the nucleus, that also we can calculate with the help of Bohr's model. Now student, question is this: if in a examination two types of questions are here, suppose the question write main postulates of Bohr's atomic model, तब मुझे ये 4 ही लिखना है, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Here student, I have taken just a point in form of a points. Okay, you should explain, don't write like this only, you should explain the points. Okay, that time question is, it is of 2 marks. If question is of 3 marks, explain Bohr's model for hydrogen spectrum, so you should write this 4 as well as this 4. Okay, then you will get complete 3 marks. सिर्फ ये 4 लिख दोगे तो भी आपको पूरे मार्क नहीं मिलेंगे. If you will write this, these are the main postulates for Bohr's model. Okay, so here now question is possible in 4 mark also. 4 mark में एक पॉइंट इसमें और जुड़ जाएगा. Now this is the Bohr's model. It is applicable for hydrogen atom or monoatomic ion. उसके ऊपर हम स्टडी कर सकते हैं. But there are certain limitations for this Bohr's model or failure of this Bohr's model. Okay, so that also we will discuss here. And these limitations are only 2 limitations for Bohr's model. Here the first limitation for Bohr's atomic model, it means here properly, here hydrogen, in hydrogen spectrum, it is made up of fine lines. Now what I am explaining you, limitations of Bohr's model. Okay, इसमें आपकी 2 ही limitation है इसमें. So first limitation, it means linear characteristic of hydrogen spectrum. This we cannot explain with the help of Bohr's model, because there are different fine lines. ये हमने पढ़ा था कि हाइड्रोजन स्पेक्ट्रम is known as line spectra or line spectrum made up of fine lines. So velocity and frequency of each and every line exactly we are not able to calculate with the help of Bohr's model. Okay, first drawback, or I cannot say the drawback, the first limitation of this Bohr's model, as well as here second Stark effect and Zeeman effect. First one is the Stark effect and second one is the Zeeman effect. Just a minute student. Yes, Zeeman effect we cannot explain with the help of Bohr's model. Stark effect, that is also related with the spectrum, and Zeeman effect in detail when I will go with the quantum numbers, that time just now you remember only the word. Okay, आगे मैं आपको डिटेल में एक्सप्लेन करूंगी what is the meaning of Stark effect and Zeeman. आपको पहला पॉइंट यही लिखना है, लाइन स्पेक्ट्रा वी आर नॉट एबल टू एक्सप्लेन द how to calculate the frequency, wavelength, each and every line in hydrogen spectrum. Second point, we cannot explain this Stark effect as well as Zeeman effect with the help of hydrogen spectrum. And the third point here, again third is also in your book, it is given only the second, actually it is the third point. It could not explain ability of atom to form molecule. It means formation of, third point here, 1 2, third here I am writing formation, how the chemical bonds are formed. Chemical bond formation or molecule formation we cannot explain with the help of Bohr's model. So these are the limitations of Bohr's model. तो अगर आपको write postulates of Bohr's model and give its limitation, तब postulate पूछा है तो आपको ये 4 लिखना है और ये limitation लिखना है. Write in detail or discuss in detail Bohr's model of hydrogen spectrum, ये पूरा लिखना है. And give the limitations. Limitation जब word दिया है then only you have to write the limitation. Among these 3 any 2 also you can write, you will get 1 mark. Okay, not compulsory, all 3 you have to write. So here in this video, Bohr's model for hydrogen spectrum, limitations of Bohr's model. So complete fair notes you have to prepare.